All right, what is going on, my dudes? So, there were actually two champions buffed this month. There was Ragnagod, who I'm quite clearly very excited for and very excited about. Going through YouTube comments for the past 30 minutes or so, just casually, it seems most people are pretty thrilled with the buff. Makes me very happy to see. But we gotta cover Guillotine now. Let's go over Guillotine. So, Guillotine got buffed. Okay, now I'm going to show you a pretty aggressive / reckless playstyle here against Winter Soldier. Before I even begin, let's throw out, I don't know if I want to say disclaimers, but I want to throw out some prerequisites. No, that's definitely not the word. Let's just talk a little bit, okay? So I'm running 5 out of 5 deep wounds because a lot of her damage comes from bleeds. No synergies here at first, 6-star rank 2, okay? We're going to also show you with synergies after this, okay? What I would like to point out is that I'm going to show you how to get the maximum amount of her damage. This is a damage showcase. I do these at the start of the month when the buffs come alive, just so you can see the damage output potential. The difference between this damage showcase and Thor Ragnarok's Thor Ragnagod, right, is that his damage showcase is a little more realistic. It's get to special 3 and then you have your loop. With Guillotines, what I'm about to show you, you're not going to be able to do in every scenario against every defender, against every node. In fact, I'd say you wouldn't be able to do it against most of them, okay? Against a very generic opponent with no nodes like Winter Soldier, absolutely. What you ideally want to do with Guillotine is you want to get the opponent into the corner and spam your heavy attacks as many times as possible. Why is that? Because every time you put a heavy attack, you're going to put a bleed curse on the opponent. The bleed curse, as you're going to see in 1 second, is going to put a bleed on the opponent for every hit of the special attack while it's active. So check this out right here. I'm going to spam some heavy attacks, 1 more, 4 bleed curses, 9 bleeds on the opponent. That's a lot of bleeds, but how often are you going to be able to spam all of these heavy attacks? Now, yeah, this is great damage, right? For Cav Event Quest, maybe, right? But if there's some other nodes that are going to prevent you from doing this, if the opponent doesn't have a very good special, like the special one on Winter Soldier, where you can just block it and then go for, the heavy attacks in the corner, it's going to be a little harder to do so. So I don't want you to see like these really quick 60-second, 50-hit takedowns against Winter Soldier and be like, oh, yo, this is my new Alliance War champion. This is the champion I'm going to use to get through 6.4. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, I would never personally use Guillotine anywhere. Her lifesteal is hardly noticeable. It's hard, like as you can see, I've thrown 4 special attacks for recoil, right? And that would be 20% damage off. I'm at 80% health. As you can see, I'm hitting him multiple times and my health bar is not moving. So the lifesteal is like negligible. It's hardly even keeping up with the recoil mastery. The pain link on the special one is pretty useless to me. What the pain link does, essentially, it shares some damage that you take, right? So if you're in a matchup that you shouldn't be doing, for example, let's just say you take her to Hazard Shift, right? When there's an Incinerate and Poison on you, when you're not immune to either of those, you're not going to be reflecting the damage, you're just taking the damage, but you're also sharing the damage. However, your health pool is like 30,000. The opponent's is like 180,000. So you take 30,000 damage off your health from the debuff that shouldn't be on you, and then you take down like 20% of the opponent's health with that pain link. So for me, it's useless. It's like literally like the worst ability in the game for me, to be entirely honest with you. I'm just going to be blatantly honest. For me, my opinion, okay? If you see a use for it, let me know in the comments, honestly, because I haven't found one. The special 2, I didn't even show the special 2 in this video. The special 2 has a Spectre. Cool, right? You can reverse the regen. Nice to have. And the special 3 puts a really big degen on the opponent based on how many souls that you have, but you're better off going for the special 1 rotation. Like the special 3 is a damage rotation, and you're better off going for the damage rotation with the special 1. But now I want to show you some synergies here. We're going to build here is, we have Morningstar, we have Guillotine 2999, and then we are going to put on some other champs as well. So these champions give Guillotine some stuff. It pretty much makes like her souls and stuff last longer. I don't know why I clicked on Namor there. At this point, I think I'm going for Purgatory, which is her best synergy. This is pretty much the only synergy here that even remotely matters for this next fight. So bleed triggered by critical hits have a chance to be critical bleeds, depending on critical chance. Critical bleeds multiply their damage by Guillotine's critical damage multiplier, okay? So, yeah, that's obviously going to be good. It makes her bleeds a lot better, okay? But basically, you know, she could hit, and I was just messing around with other synergies here. I should have cut this part out. But basically, she could have, like, you know, done some nice critical bleeds before her buff. So this is nothing really too new. The way she gets the damage is new. I have no idea what I was doing here. I think I was looking for Strife, and I was, like, having a stroke. Okay, so here we go. So, souls last 30% longer and are polished during other champion special attacks. Cool. So, the only one, literally the only one that matters is Purgatory. That's going to make her bleeds a little bit better, and holy crap, let's just skip to the fight, because what was I doing, man? Alright, so, this is going to be the same playstyle. I'm going to show you the special one. You're going to notice that she's going to get through this fight just a little bit faster, okay? Now, keep in mind, really quick, did you see that 5-hit combo? It did no damage. What? 1% health. So this is my issue with Guillotine. If you can get the opponent in the corner and spam 4 heavy attacks in a row after their special attack into a special one, you're going to get some decent damage. But if you have to play her like a normal champion, she doesn't have any utility to get you through, you know, anything, and her damage is very, very underwhelming if you can't play in that playstyle, right? Also, her crit rate is not too good. I didn't look at the numbers, but just from playing her, I didn't see a lot of crits. And I know that like her critical bleed with Purgatory happens based on her critical multiplier, so I should have looked into the math more, but you can go ahead and check into that if you would like, but I would imagine that the crit rate is not too high. But yeah, as you can see, we have a critical bleed going. The critical bleed it's nice damage, as you can see. We have some nice bleeds taking us down. We definitely have some nice bleeds. There's no doubt about it. You know, if you have an opponent where you can just keep them in the corner, yeah, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay, especially if you can bring Purgatory. Big con to bringing Purgatory is that you have to bring Purgatory, and she's awful. Really, really bad. So yeah, no doubt about it, great damage here. Awesome damage. Really awesome damage. Not my favorite playstyle, right? But if you can build a full synergy team around Guillotine, you're going to have a pretty good time. You're going to have a good time. If you have your rank 2 Guillotine or even a rank 3 Guillotine, some people have, or a rank 5-star Guillotine, you can definitely have some fun with her. But my biggest issue with her is that if you can't do all of the heavy attacks into the special attacks to really get the bleeds on the, you know, the bleed curse, you're not going to have your damage. And that's the biggest issue I have with her, is that she doesn't have any vanilla damage alongside her massive damage, which is a big con to her, I think, at least personally, right? But like I said, in very generic matchups where the special attacks are going to be easy to counter in the corner with heavy attacks, I think she's going to be good to use. I don't foresee her being used very much so by too many people. Personally, I definitely won't be using her or ranking her. I don't really enjoy playing with her too much. But if you do, that's super awesome. Let me know in the comments if you disagree with my assessment. I mean, like I said, there's no doubt about it. Definitely good damage if you can pull it off in different scenarios. However, there really isn't much utility there, and it's not the easiest, you know, play style to consistently give off, right? So yeah, but that's gonna be it for this one. Just a damage showcase mixed in with my disappointment for the buff. But yeah, that's it for this one. If you enjoyed it, drop a boy big ol' like. Comment what you think about the Guillotine buff in the comment section below. Make sure you check out those Thor Ragnarok videos I posted. They're really exciting. Thor Ragnarok, God, really good buff. All right, I'll be seeing you around.